All right, now we're gonna recall case numbers 24T102, 25T59, People versus Rennie Anglilova, who now appears. Mr. Farrenholtz also appears in person. In 25T59, we are set for a motions hearing. Are the parties ready to proceed?
Yes, Judge.
Okay.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. No, I do not want to do that. All right, go ahead, Ms. Fry.
Judge, the people would call their first witness, Sergeant Churches.
Sergeant, right hand, you solemnly swear under penalty of law that the testimony you will give today will be the truth, the whole truth, nothing but the truth. Great, you can be seated.
Please state your full name and spell your last name for the record.
Sergeant Tyler.
Ms. Anglilova, I'm sorry, can you sit down, please?
Yep.
Thank you. All right,
Just
Ms.
want
Fry,
to.
go ahead.
Sergeant Tyler Churches, Churches.
Sergeant Churches, where did you work on January the 18th, 2025?
The Avon Police Department.
Roughly how long have you been employed with the Avon Police Department?
12 years.
Prior to working for Avon, did you have any previous law enforcement experience, sorry?
I worked in Eagle County detentions for 6 years.
Okay. And at Avon, what are your duties there?
Currently, I'm assigned as a patrol sergeant for the patrol division of the police department.
And for that job, did you receive any training?
Yes.
Could you briefly describe the type of training you've received over the course of your tenure there?
I received my initial post certification through the state, which included DUI investigations, standard field sobriety tests, a 40-hour class through them. I have done continuing education every year with the town of Avon. I was at one point a standard field sobriety test instructor, so I had an additional 40-hour class on providing instruction for that, and I am also A-RIDE certified.
Were your certifications up to date on January the 18th, 2025?
Yes.
Were you patrolling on January the 18th, 2025?
I was.
Did anything occur on that evening that would cause you to be here today?
Yes, I was working as the DUI grant funded patrol car. I was on I-70, approximately mile marker 170 westbound, when I observed a white Subaru Outback weaving in front of me. I continued to follow the vehicle where it weaved and jerked over the lines multiple times, had the inability to maintain a consistent speed, and was following too close to a semi. And I conducted a traffic stop when it was safe to do so due to traffic and other road hazards at mile marker 166.
And was that traffic stop conducted in Eagle County?
It was.
After the driver of the traffic stop that you initiated pulled over, what did you do?
When I initially activated my emergency lights, the vehicle was slow to respond, slowing down to approximately 30 miles per hour in the travel lane of the interstate, where it then pulled off to the shoulder. I then made contact with the driver, began asking for driver's license, insurance, and registration.
Okay. And is that person located in the courtroom today that
Yes.
you contacted? Could you please tell us where that person is sitting and identify an article of clothing?
Ms. Anglilova, are you reading a book? Well, okay. I want you to pay attention to what's happening in this case. Mr. Farrenholtz is representing you. I do expect you to pay attention and participate in your own defense, okay? Go ahead.
Do I need to repeat that?
Yes, ma'am.
Could you please identify that person that is sitting in the courtroom, where they're sitting, and identify an article of clothing?
And sitting to your left in a gray-green long-sleeve shirt and blue jeans.
Your Honor, could the record please reflect that the witness has been identified as Ms. Anglilova by the defendant has been identified by the witness as,
The record so reflects.
thank you. Is that your signature?
Yes.
Can we have a moment to step aside? For 120 seconds, Your Honor, I'd like to,
So Ms. Anglilova, you were late today. You were 15 minutes late.
well, you know what?
No, you need to be respectful to the court. Right now, what I've seen.
I'm trying.
You are not.
I'm trying.
No, Ms. Angelova, what's happened today is you come in 15 minutes late. You wouldn't sit down. When Ms. Fry was trying to speak, you were walking around. And then when I looked over, I noticed that you were reading a book while you were sitting there. And now you've requested that in the middle, stop speaking. In the middle of Sergeant Church's testimony, you now wanted a break. You're going to get a break after his initial testimony and before cross-examination. You may have a break then. But right now, I want you to not interrupt these proceedings. So, Ms. Wright, you may proceed.
Thank you, Judge. Sergeant, I just handed you what is labeled as People's Exhibit 1.
You're not helping yourself.
Do you recognize this?
Never had time to talk about this to prepare.
So, you're
Yeah.
Ms. Angelova?
I am
Ms.
100%
Angelova,
prepared.
you are being completely disrespectful to these court proceedings. I need you to understand that. I will let you speak with Mr. Fahrenholtz after direct examination and before cross-examination.
Hey, Your Honor.
Okay?
Yes.
All right. Let's try one more time.
Okay, Judge. Sergeant, I've just handed you what is labeled as People's Exhibit 1. Do you recognize this?
Yes.
Is this a fair and accurate representation of the patrol vehicle video on the night of January the 18th, 2025?
Yes.
How do you know that?
So we observed it at our first meeting, and then I signed it today.
Thank you. Your Honor, the people would move to admit and publish the fleet camera video.
Any objection, Mr. Fahrenholtz?
No objection.
Exhibit 1 will be admitted.
Did you see what happened right there?
Yes.
Could you describe what happened?
The vehicle weaved over the solid white line.
So that was right after you started following the vehicle?
It was actually one more incident, the reason why I initially activated my dash cam.
Okay. We're gonna play this a little bit more, and we're just gonna kind of silently count to yourself how many times you see that particular type of behavior.
Don't do that shit.
Sergeant, we are 3 minutes and 14 seconds into this video. How many times roughly did you see the defendant weave?
5 to 6 times.
Is that the reason that you initiated the traffic stop?
Yes.
So what would you call that? Erratic driving, weaving?
Weaving with the jerkiness of the motion, extended use of a turn signal without changing lanes, or inability to maintain a speed. If we go back, we could actually, I don't know if your option has it, but you could see my speed and it was fluctuating. You could see how you could hear I'd have to slow down, catch back up.
I mean, interrupt. I thought it was done. We're not contesting reasonable suspicion for the contact. We're not contesting the stop.
Understood. And I
I understand the purpose of-
Well,
You're,
Yeah.
just to make sure you're
but
protesting probable cause.
I think.
Yeah, it goes to probable cause.
Oh, well, if you protest probable cause, then these are indicia of intoxication.
Yeah, I just wanted to clarify, we're not contesting the stop.
Understood. And I understand why you're asking these
I do
questions.
too.
Okay, so I'm just gonna build the record.
Go ahead.
This would be considered probable cause in your experience to pull somebody over for a traffic stop?
Yes.
And did you pull the defendant over?
I did.
What happened when you, well, let me ask this. In your experience, do people generally, when they see police lights behind them, pull over relatively quickly? Or does it take them a long time?
For the majority of the people on traffic stops, it's relatively quick. Pull over to the shoulder of the road.
So I'm gonna play this just initiating the stop here to see how long this takes. That is 3 minutes and 56 seconds. So that's roughly 40 seconds-ish of a stop. Is that something that you typically see in a traffic stop?
I felt at that time it was a little long.
So what happened when you made contact with the defendant?
When I approached the vehicle, made contact, I requested her driver's license, insurance, and registration. She advised me that she does not have a driver's license. Upon further questioning, she told me that it was a revoked license. I asked her how much she had to drink because I could smell a strong odor of alcohol coming from the vehicle. And she told me she had nothing to drink. Advised me that she was coming from a doctor's appointment in Denver. And then advised me that she did not have insurance on the vehicle.
Your Honor, may I approach?
You may.
You know, we just labeled as People's Exhibit 2. Do you recognize that?
Yes.
How do you know what it is?
We reviewed it on our first meeting, and it has my signature with today's date.
Is it fair to say that is an accurate representation of your body-worn camera on January the 18th, 2025?
Yes.
Your Honor, people move to admit and publish.
No objection.
Exhibit 2 will be admitted, we may publish.
What?
Can I say something?
No,
No.
you can't. Can you stop, pause it for just a second? Ms. Engelova, repeatedly, you are interrupting these proceedings. I'm trying to, there's evidence that's playing right now.
Okay.
So I don't want you to talk. I don't want you to slam your book down. I don't want you to
I'm
interrupt
sorry.
this.
I'm sorry. I'm
Stop it. You need to just control yourself. I need to listen to the evidence. Ms. Fry, you may continue forward.
Here's a copy of the motions if you read something. I gave it to you before you didn't even look at it.
giving it to me.
Give her a lot of goddamn comments.
I'm not trying to say shit. I have a fucking
Withdraw.
Sergeant, at that point in the stop, were you still just
And my mother.
Ms. Anguilova, stop talking.
Judge,
Now,
I might have to withdraw. I'm doing this pro bono.
I see,
and I don't
I see what's being done.
I put a lot of time into this
I know.
case.
And I see what's being done in open
We need
court.
to have a moment. We haven't even had.
Judge,
Time to
I would
talk.
ask the
Yeah,
defendant
you
be
were
held in
late.
contempt at this
Could have been
point.
early.
Jesus Christ.
Ms.
I'm feeling
Anguilova,
the
Ms. Anguilova, here's the reason why you didn't have a moment before the hearing. It's because you were late. You were 15 minutes late. Now the hearing is proceeding. Stop it. Do not.
I'm a caregiver for an Alzheimer's
You
patient.
also have a hearing today. That
Yes.
you are, I expect you to
I'm
be
sorry
on time.
that I have to deal with
So
medical
that's why
emergencies.
you didn't have a conversation with Mr. Fairholtz, who is trying to represent you, who did file a motion, but all you have done the entire hearing is to stare at him, tell him that he's not doing whatever you want him to do, interfere with these proceedings, and generally be disruptive in court.
I'm sorry.
I know you keep saying that, and I think that you do believe it, but you ratchet right back up. So right now I'm going to tell you that we're going to finish with these proceedings. We're going to finish with this direct examination. We're going to then take a break and you can talk with Mr. Fairholtz. But you are in a precarious situation if you continue to do the things that you're doing. he has indicated that he may have to withdraw. If he withdraws, I don't know what you are going to do after that, but it won't be a withdrawal today. We're going to finish testimony. Do you understand those things? Okay, go ahead.
At this point in the traffic stop, were you anticipating any additional investigation, or were you still just investigating the weaving?
At this point, I was building reasonable suspicion to probable cause for whether or not the defendant was driving intoxicated.
And what did the defendant tell you the status of her license was?
Revoked.
So it's clear that she understood her license was revoked.
Yes.
Stop it. Quiet.
And for the record, Tyler.
Quiet. Now.
Right here, Sergeant Churches, my apologies. You're walking back to the car, and where is the defendant?
Standing outside in front of her car.
Did you ask the
This is
defendant to step out of the car?
No, I specifically told her to remain inside her vehicle.
During this interaction, did she indicate at all that she was cold and wanted to get back in the car?
No, I don't believe so. She said, I believe she wanted, she told me she got out because she needed fresh air.
And at what point during this stop did you decide to arrest the defendant?
At this point of the interaction, due to being on the interstate, extremely frigid temperatures, I elected to place her into custody for the driving under revocation.
Please follow my lawful plans. I don't want anything else to happen. As smooth as possible. If you're not listening from advance, I'm the first. All I want you to do is you're going to be placed in custody. You're not going to sit around right now. That is your lawful plan. I already told you. I'm not going to go for some unattached.
Judge, I
know.
I can't do my job.
Everyone stop for a second.
I can't do my job. I'm going to withdraw. I have to. I've worked hard on this case. And this is just not. I'm doing it pro bono, trying to help her out. And
Yeah.
Stop it. Ms. Angelova, you are being ridiculous. Ridiculous.
Really?
Yes, you are. You're being ridiculous. You're being disrespectful to the court. You're being disrespectful to your attorney. He's right. He has worked hard on.
This is ridiculous.
Really?
You know what is ridiculous? Having my mom prosecuted by Rachel Vasquez when she was a DA.
judges,
Do you have
doesn't even make
motions
sense.
Is there any competency issues? Any thoughts?
I believe that that should be a consideration at this point.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm going to do. I am going to order a competency evaluation. I do believe out of
Pay
custody
me what money?
competency.
Whatever. Back in the day.
Miss Angelova,
2017.
Ms. Angelova, I'm going to caution you one more time. If you continue with these outbursts, I direct contempt of court. Do you know what that means? I have directed you several times to stop talking, to be respectful to the court. You have not. If you continue to maintain this level of disrespect, I am going to
I'm gonna look at you.
find you in contempt, which means you will
Because we
be
were
arrested.
dancing this dance
You will
7
be
years ago.
arrested. Are you gonna listen or are you not gonna listen?
I am gonna listen.
What did I just say?
I'm in contempt for telling the truth. Oh, I'm sorry. Rachel Fresquez
Okay.
used to be a DA
Yeah.
who persecuted my mother. I'm
gonna
sorry.
request a competency evaluation.
No, that is not happening.
Yep, that is happening.
No, that is
It's
not
an
happening.
Out of custody competency evaluation. These proceedings.
That is not happening. I am not gonna
Set
comply.
all Proceedings in competency court. I will evaluate. I will advise on the probation complaint at the competency court hearing. There's a current amended complaint. So these proceedings are terminated. And we will, what's the next competency court date? All right, I'm gonna set both these
It's
proceedings.
gonna have to happen after the New Year.
I'm gonna set,
Really?
if you fail to comply with the competency proceeding.
You're gonna threaten me more than already by this society. You're gonna threaten me?
Here's the deal.
Sorry for being emotional. Sorry for being emotional.
Stop it.
I am not pointing
Stop it.
fingers.
I need you to stop it. And you're making it worse. And you're making it worse for yourself.
Because I'm being honest and brutal.
Here's what I need to determine. Here's what a competency evaluation is, okay?
Here is what needs to happen.
You need to listen. A competency evaluation is where you will be advised or you will be evaluated.
As a former nurse who used to work in the rehab center in this valley,
Stop talking. You're going to be evaluated. If you say one more word, I'm going to put you in jail. Do you understand that? Do you understand that?
you really want to put me in jail?
I will if you can't control yourself.
I am trying to control myself, and we're trying to.
No, you are
We're,
not.
we're not obviously having a conversation.
No, we are not.
No,
I am
because I'm emotional and I'm incompetent.
So we're gonna set this in Division 1. I'm ordering a competency evaluation. We'll set in Division 1 on 5th at 1 p.m. That is in Judge Seamus's court, both
For the record,
set
Judge.
on,
Judge.
dates. I'm gonna have you in a minute. I'm gonna have you remove Ms. Angelova.
I will remove myself. I will.
You're gonna appear on December 5th at 1 p.m. in Division 1. That is in competency court. I've tried to explain to you what a competency evaluation is, but you won't listen. So
I don't need you to explain what a competency evaluation means.
Ms. Angelova, please.
I will. For the record, can I just make one
No,
statement?
You are to be removed.
One statement for the
No.
record.
No, you're gonna be removed.
Did you get up, Mel?
You need to get up and you need to come back on December 5th.
I will.
We are
I
done
will.
here.
Judge,
We are
Just
done.
for the record,
December 5th, so I don't know if the court wants to grant my motion to withdraw.
You can file it and you can if you would like to file one, you can file a written motion to withdraw.
I know I'm not available December 5th. I finally got some time off and I'm not
Okay.
gonna.
before I get removed,
You
And
can't appear on that date and time at all. Are you gonna, well, let me ask this. Are you gonna file the motion to withdraw?
Most likely.
for the record, I know there's cameras here.
Can you read?
Please.
Get
Yes,
up.
yes,
No,
I will.
you need to
I
get
will.
up. No, you need to get
I would
up.
like you to watch the documentary. Take care of Maya. Take care of Maya.
Get up.
Take care of Maya.
Please.
You're gonna get up and you're gonna be removed.
I will.
Now.
I will leave.
Now,
I will leave on my own recognition.
No.
I will leave.
now,
I will leave. I will leave.
now. You need to stand up, please. I'm asking nicely.
Now.
One more time.
It's gonna be much easier if you walk away.
Can I?
No.
I can leave. Can you please let?
All right. So, Mr. Fairholtz, you're gonna file a motion to withdraw.
I believe so. I mean, I'm doing this pro bono, certainly.
I see everything of what's occurring. And I think if you file a motion to withdraw, can you put a note in the minute order that
I have some more things in
she
here.
can apply for the public defender? I don't think she would fill out that application, but maybe there's
We get a different
incompetency
date than
for.
the 5th, just in case I don't file it.
Okay. You know, she needs to be in competency proceedings anyway. You can think about it. If she is appropriately evaluated and they've determined maybe she needs some meds, she might be restorable. I don't know. But this is all competency issues. So, until she's stabilized, and I don't know what that's going to look like. At least I was very close to having her incarcerated, but if she was incarcerated, she'd have to stay in jail for that evaluation.
You know, we continue to hearing once I think she's not competent.
I know. I think this is probably overdue. A competency evaluation.
I don't know, but
Is
so
there-
regarding,
Is there chances to get a pay on that competency? Because I don't want to be obligated to be there. This is my first vacation.
Okay, can you just put, now that she's gone, can you put in the minute order that we'll, on December 5th, we will need to continue it because Mr. Fahrenholtz can't appear? And we'll give her a new date on that date and time.
Okay, so she'll go to court and I won't be there.
Yeah, and I have a note that you can't be there on that
Okay.
date and we'll reset it.
Okay, great.
What's the next date after? We can set it for December 19th at 1.
that's for both of those, right? The motions hearing and disposition for the,
What's that?
that's for both cases.
For both cases.
December 19th at 9?
At 1.
Yeah, I'm not going to appear by WebEx, so you-
Everybody appears by WebEx in any
Okay.
event, so you can appear by WebEx each
Okay.
time. At this point, we would probably, if she's deemed competent to proceed, unfortunately, we'd probably have to have the motions hearing yet again. If she's deemed, thank you. Sorry for that.
Okay. She said she was waiting outside.
Not pleasure, huh?
So,
Take care. Have a good Thanksgiving.
you too.
Yeah, have a good Thanksgiving.
And just like that, what started as a fairly routine DUI-related case turns into something much bigger and much more serious. The judge didn't just address the charges, she had to address the defendant's behavior, her inability to follow courtroom procedure, and ultimately whether she's even competent to proceed. Let's break it down. The prosecution presented clear evidence: erratic driving, multiple lane violations, and signs of impairment. That alone is already a strong case. But what truly changed the trajectory here was the defendant's conduct in court. Repeated interruptions, disrespect toward the judge, and conflict with her own attorney pushed this situation to the edge. And when a judge starts discussing contempt or competency evaluations, that's when things move beyond a normal trial into something much more serious. The key takeaway: courtrooms run on structure and respect, no matter what your defense is. If you can't follow basic rules, you risk losing control of your own case entirely. So what do you think? Did the judge handle this the right way? Or should there have been more patience? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you found this case as shocking as we did, make sure to hit that like button. Share your thoughts in the comments. And don't forget to subscribe for more jaw-dropping courtroom breakdowns.